this brief video, we're going to talk about Lucummo, or Tarquinus Priscus. In the reign of Ancus Marcus, 1 Lucummo, roughly 640 BC, 1 Lucummo, a man of energy and wealth, took his residence in Rome, chiefly from ambition and the hope that he might there achieve a station such as he had found no opportunity of attaining in Tarquini, the Etruscan city. For though he had been born there himself, his race was alien to that place also. He was the son of Demaratus of Corinth, who was driven from home by a political upheaval, a civil war. Happening to settle in Tarquini, he had married there and had 2 sons named Lucummo and Aruns. Lucummo survived his father and inherited all his property. Aruns died before his father, leaving his wife with child. Demaratus did not long survive Aruns, and unaware that his son's wife was to become a mother, he died without making provision for his grandson in his will. When the babe was born, his grandfather was dead, and having no share in the inheritance, he was given the name of Agarius, in consequence of his penniless condition. Lucummo, on the other hand, was heir to the whole estate, and the self-confidence implanted in his bosom by his wealth was heightened by his marriage with Tanaquil, who was a woman of the most exalted birth, and not of character likely to endure a humble rank in her environment that she had enjoyed in condition to which she had been born. The Etruscans looked with disdain on Lucummo, the son of a banished man and a stranger. She could not endure this indignity, and forgetting the love she owed her native land, if she could not only see her husband honour, she formed the project of emigrating from Tarquini, the Etruscan city. Rome appeared to be the most suitable place for her purpose. Amongst the new people, where all rank was a sudden growth and founded on worth, there could be room for a brave and strenuous man. The city had been ruled by Tatius the Sabine. It had summoned Numa to the sovereignty from Gures, and even Ancus Marcus was a son of a Sabine mother, and could point to no noble ancestor but Numa Popilius. She had no trouble in persuading a man who was eager for distinction, to whom Tarquini was only his mother's birthplace. They therefore gathered their possessions together and removed to Rome. They had come, as it appeared, as it happened, as far as the Tanaquil, when, as they were sitting in their covered wagon, an eagle poised on its wings, gently descending upon them and plucked off Lucummo's cap. After which, rising noisily above the car and again stooping as if sent from heaven from that service, it deftly replaced the cap upon his head and departed on high. This augury was joyfully accepted, it is said, by Tanaquil, who was a woman skilled in celestial prodigies, as was the case with most Etruscans. Embracing her husband, she bade him accept transcendent greatness. Such was the meaning of that bird appearing from that quarter of the sky, and bringing tidings from that God. The highest part of the man had been concerned in the omen. The eagle had removed the adornment placed upon a mortal's head, that it might restore it with divine approbation. Such were the hopes and the reflections as they entered the city. Having obtained a house, they gave out the name of Lucius Tarquinus Priscus. The Romans regarded him with special interest as a stranger and a man of wealth, and he steadily pushed his fortune by his own exertions, making friends wherever possible by kind words. Courtiers' hospitality and benefactions until his reputation extended even into the palace. He had not long been known in this way to the king before the liberality and adroitness of his services procured him the footing of an intimate friend. He became a friend of Ancus Marcus, and he was now consulted in matters both of public and private importance, in time of war and in time of peace. And having been tested in every way, was eventually even named in the king's will as guardian of his children. And soon afterwards, Lucummo, or Tarquinus Priscus, became king of Rome, roughly in 616 BC, and of course he practically owed everything to his sorceress wife, his Etruscan sorceress wife, Tanaquil.